So in this video we're going to look at the links you share with your presenters so that they can control OctoCue shows. Now these are the links you might email them or WhatsApp them or send them on Facebook, however you do it, to enable them to get into OctoCue, to get access to the clicker. And there's two different types of links that you can share. There's presenter links, which give immediate access, and there's permalinks, which have a bit more control over them, and we'll talk about both of those. To start with, presenter links, if you log into OctoCue, I'm on the OctoCue console here, and I go to Show Setup, and you can see here I have a presenter link for me. It shows me where that is. If I click on this now, it will give me immediate access to a clicker. So if I click on this, here we go, I now have a clicker. If I would activate this clicker, I'd be controlling the show. Now that's the simplest form of link that you can have available, but you don't always want to give all your presenters access to the clickers immediately. If it's Monday morning and I'm setting up my shows for the week, I have a show on Wednesday, I want to be able to share a link with the presenters so they can put it in their calendar, but I don't want them to give access to OctoCue yet because I have another show to do this afternoon or Monday afternoon before I get to the Wednesday show. In that situation, this is where permalinks come in. So permalinks have a few more options, and we'll have a look at them now by going to the permalinks option on the menu. Now, the first thing we'll do is we'll create a permalink. Now, a permalink needs an ID. Now, this is a global ID that is global across all of OctoCue. So if someone else on OctoCue has a link ID that is the same as the one you want to use, you won't be able to use it. But you create link IDs that are unique to you, so you can use your show name. You have the flexibility to use between 5 and 30 characters, so you can make something that makes sense to you as opposed to the random 5-digit code that we had on presenter links up till now. So to make one, I'm going to make a very generic permalink here, and you can see it tells me the permalink on my conference is available. If it wasn't available, that'd be red and I wouldn't be able to make it. So I'm going to create a permalink called My Conference, select Add. So here's my new permalink, and I can have up to 20 of these in my account, so I can plan my shows in advance. Now the permalink is this part here, so you can see this URL here. This is the one that you would share with your presenters in this situation. And at the moment, this permalink is offline. You can see it's under status here, it's down as offline. And what that means is it's going to go to a holding page and not give anyone with this link access to OctoCue yet. Now the holding page it's going to is the default holding page, which is one we've put together that you can use for any event. If you want to create a custom holding page for your event with your branding and your logos, you need to create your own web page, put it on your own web servers, and then you can use, by setting the holding page URL of your permalink, it will go to your holding page rather than the generic OctoCue one. But we'll see that in action now. If I actually click on this link now, you'll see we end up on a generic holding page. Basically, you can't get in yet, we're not ready for you. So this allows you to share links with presenters, but not give them access to OctoCue yet because you're doing someone else's show before you get to this one. Now, when you are ready for this show, my conference is about to start and I need my presenters to get on their clickers. I can then activate the link, and by activating the link, now this link, which this permalink hasn't changed, that's why it's called a permalink, but now this will give them access to OctoCue. So if I now select this link, I end up on the clicker. So now these presenters with this permalink have access to OctoCue. So that's, and I can deactivate them again and they're back on the holding page. So permalinks are a good way of controlling who gets access to OctoCue and allows you to share links with presenters before your event, particularly when your events are maybe close together and you need to run multiple events consecutively, and you want to be able to set links up. And you can also give them a more meaningful name here than the presenter links. The presenter links always have a random 5-digit code at the end of them, which is not so easy for people to remember, whereas here you can give them a name that makes sense to you. Now, both permalinks and presenter links have a bunch of advanced options that you can control, which allow you to set some of the parameters and get clickers set up for presenters the way they'd like. And to have a look at the advanced parameters that you can set, you need to go to the FAQs page, but conveniently there's a link just here on this page as well, so we have a look. If we follow this link, we end up on the FAQs page, and this talks about the various options that are available for customizing clickers remotely using the links you send to your presenters. So what we have here is this is a presenter link, so this would be of immediate access to OctoCue. And in addition to setting the show code, which is the random 5-digit code that OctoCue assigns to you, we've also set some other attributes. We've given the presenter a name, we've set the screen timeout prompt, or hidden the screen timeout prompt, we've set the view, and we've set some text size. Now each one of these options is detailed below, so you can have a look at what happens, what options are. You need to encode some stuff, particularly in relation to presenter names, but it allows you to get the clicker set in a way that works for you depending on your use case. Now, just as we have a presenter link here with some advanced options, we can also do the same with permalinks. So down at the bottom here, we have a permalink. This permalink is the ID test link. And again, we have set some advanced options here, and there's some text here about how you go about using advanced options with permalinks, very similar to the way you do it with presenter links. Now, building these links manually will get tired very quickly because there's a lot of text and lots of ability to make mistakes as you put this together. So to help out with that process, we've got a link builder spreadsheet based in Excel, which will help you put these links together. And if you've got a list of presenters, say you've got 10 presenters, you want to make custom links for each one. A spreadsheet is definitely the way to go. You can use the one we've got or start with the one we've got and customize it to suit you and build off it. To get to that, use the link builder spreadsheet link here, and on our downloads page you can download the Excel file of the link builder.